Welcome, space explorers. For decades, Voyager 1 has been drifting through the profound emptiness beyond our solar system, quietly transmitting data from the edges of everything we know. A ghost ship launched by human hands and forgotten by most. But recently, a team of researchers submitted one of its old image sequences without much hope, simply wanting to enhance their ancient data with new technology. Instead of a clearer picture, they got a discovery. Something was in the image, something that did not exist before, an inexplicable pattern that could not be explained by error or artifact. Something that was responding. Something that confirmed what many had feared for decades, that Voyager 1 might not be alone in space. And more disturbing still, it may have been noticed. When Voyager penetrated interstellar space in 2012, it marked one of humanity's most historic moments. It entered a domain completely virgin to our instruments and understanding. For years the data seemed mundane. Unchanged cosmic radiation levels, constant plasma readings, and nothing extraordinary visually. But new analysis conducted by quantum AI revealed a faint recurring formation embedded in multiple images captured between 2012 and 2015. It was neither a trail, nor a lens flare, nor digital bug. It was a symmetrical grid-like structure, barely perceptible to the naked eye but recognizable once the AI connected the patterns and synchronized them across multiple cross-referenced images. What stunned researchers even more was that the structure seemed to maintain a constant position relative to Voyager's movement, meaning it was either moving with the probe or anchored in space in a way that defied all current understanding of interstellar mechanics. Initially, researchers believed this pattern was just a strange interference effect, a natural quirk of long-range imaging, until they noticed something even more alarming. Every time Voyager activated its instruments to scan a particular region, the anomaly moved, not erratically, but rhythmically. The structure seemed to realign slightly, subtly, as if it was reacting to the observation itself. It was not simply there. It was observing back. Quantum AI detected correlations between scanning frequencies and the formation's reorientation, detecting micro-changes in symmetry that corresponded almost perfectly to Voyager's telemetry signals. The implications were frightening because this type of behavior reflected a well-known principle of quantum mechanics, the observer effect, where measuring a system changes its state. But Voyager was not observing quantum particles. It was scanning vast distances, capturing data across miles. The anomaly's coherent and reproducible response suggested something else entirely. Either we had stumbled upon some sort of cosmic mirror, or we had triggered something designed to react. If this discovery fascinates you as much as it does us, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell right now, because what we are about to reveal will change how you see the universe forever. And you do not want to miss what is coming next on this channel. It did not take long for the anomaly's geometry to reveal more than just its structure. AI began decoding the spatial arrangements between grid points, identifying numerical sequences that were not just curious but deliberate. Prime number patterns began to emerge, ratios resembling Fibonacci spirals, even harmonics aligned with known physical constants. The deeper the analysis went, the clearer it became that this was not random noise or image compression chance. These were the same types of mathematical signatures that humanity had inscribed on Voyager's golden record, our interstellar handshake coded in sound, image, and mathematics. The discovery was not just symbolic. It was statistically impossible for it to be coincidental. If the anomaly was returning these same universal patterns, it meant one thing: somewhere, something had not only received our signal but had structured a response, and not just any response, but one written in the language of the cosmos itself, mathematics. Confronted with something that matched no known physical model, the scientists involved in the project sketched three working theories, all more troubling than the others. The first suggested the anomaly might be a passive relic of an ancient galactic structure, a sort of gravitational network anchored in space-time, invisible until now. The second proposed that the anomaly might be the result of a long-dormant communication system from an advanced civilization, a beacon that only responds when triggered by intelligent signals, like those from Voyager. But the third theory was the one that made minds reel. It suggested the anomaly was neither structure nor device but a presence, a form of conscious observation so incomprehensible it does not even resemble life as we know it. According to this theory, Voyager did not discover an artifact by chance. It penetrated a field of consciousness, a field that existed long before us and may have just noticed that we finally looked in its direction. After identifying the anomaly, the research team began compiling an internal report that was not meant to be made public. The document's tone, according to someone who examined a draft, was not one of scientific curiosity but rather unease. What disturbed them most was not just the structure or patterns. It was the silence. Several image sequences refined by quantum AI, unexpected voids were detected. Portions where Voyager's instruments should have captured background radiation, cosmic dust, or infrared interference, but recorded nothing. Neither void nor weak signal. Nothing. Perfect absence. These dead zones only appeared in images where the anomaly was present, suggesting that something in the object or entity was interfering with, or perhaps absorbing, the surrounding radiation itself. It was as if space had folded in on itself, as if there was something there not only beyond visibility but also beyond any interaction. These voids were practically immeasurable, and that alone terrified analysts more than any pattern. The team did not stop at Voyager 1. They began examining archived data from other space missions, and even radio observations from ground-based telescopes. Their discovery was even more disturbing. Faint echoes of the same geometric pattern, though weaker and more dispersed, appeared in datasets from completely different regions of the sky. Some were drowned in noise. Others had been dismissed decades ago, considered anomalies or calibration errors. But processed with the same quantum filters, the pattern reappeared, fainter, fragmented, but undeniably connected. This suggested the phenomenon was not limited to the region Voyager traversed. It was larger. Extended, perhaps a network across interstellar space, a cosmic infrastructure made not of matter but of patterns of presence. This was no longer a unique encounter. This was a structure or consciousness woven into the very fabric of the galaxy, something that had always been there, invisible until we learned to listen. As data accumulated, a new question emerged that divided the team. Was the anomaly a form of conscious intelligence, capable of awareness and intention, or was it something older, more primitive, perhaps a sort of living code? One theory suggests it is not an artificial construction in the traditional sense, but rather a self-replicating algorithm of spacetime, something that does not exist in the universe but as an integral part of its operating system. An embedded observer. An ancient mechanism that only activates when a signal reaches a certain threshold, like the prime sequences from Voyager's golden record. According to this theory, the anomaly is not intelligent like us. But it reacts. It adapts. It recognizes structure and returns it. It reflects our presence back to us, as if to say, you are seen. And if that is true, then Voyager did not find life. It found a mirror, not of our biology, but of our intention, our curiosity, our need to reach outward. As news of the anomaly spread quietly through academic circles, a troubling debate began to take shape. Some argued the data should be published, peer-reviewed, and made public in the spirit of scientific transparency. Others insisted that revealing this now, especially in such a high uncertainty context, could fuel misinformation, panic, or worse, be dismissed as pseudoscience. A few even wondered if humanity was ready for this kind of revelation. Because if the anomaly is real, and if it truly constitutes a form of communication or recognition, then its implications transcend physics or astronomy. It touches something older, spiritual, philosophical, the very fabric of what we believe to be. If something noticed Voyager, it means the universe is not a void. It is not silent. It is not empty. It is a stage, and someone, or something, just opened the curtain and turned toward the audience. For decades, Voyager 1 has drifted silently through space. A silent witness to the immensity beyond. A messenger carrying our hopes engraved on a golden disc containing dreams, numbers, and greetings. We sent it to announce our existence to whoever might be listening. And now, after all these years, something may have listened. This anomaly, this impossible pattern hidden in the depths of space, is not just a curiosity or a bug. It is a response, not in words or light, but in something far more universal, recognition. Whether it is intelligence as we conceive it, or something older, coded in the very bowels of the cosmos itself, we do not know. But one thing is certain. Voyager did not just cross interstellar space. It penetrated consciousness. And that changes everything. Because if something answered us, then we are not alone. And perhaps we never were. The question is no longer whether we are being observed. But why, and perhaps more importantly, what happens next? The silence that once defined the vast emptiness of space has been broken by something that defies our understanding of reality itself. Voyager 1, humanity's most distant ambassador, may have achieved something far beyond its original mission. It may have established first contact, not with beings of flesh and blood, but with something woven into the cosmic fabric itself. This discovery forces us to reconsider everything we thought we knew about our place in the universe. Are we witnesses to an ancient intelligence that has been waiting patiently for us to develop the technology necessary to perceive its presence? Or have we stumbled upon something even more profound, a fundamental aspect of reality, that consciousness itself is not merely an emergent property of complex biological systems, but a basic feature of the universe? The mathematical precision of the anomaly's responses suggests a level of sophistication that challenges our current understanding of what intelligence can be. It communicates not through language or conventional signals, but through the universal constants that govern reality itself, prime numbers, geometric ratios, physical constants. These are the building blocks of a conversation that transcends species, culture, and perhaps even time. What makes this discovery even more extraordinary is its apparent omnipresence. The detection of similar patterns in archived data from across the galaxy suggests we are not dealing with a localized phenomenon, but with something truly cosmic in scope, a network of awareness that spans distances so vast they dwarf human comprehension. Yet with this revelation comes profound responsibility. How do we respond to a presence that operates on scales of time and space that make human civilization seem like a brief flicker? How do we prepare for whatever comes next when we do not even understand what we have encountered? The golden record it carries, once a hopeful message cast into the void, may have found its intended recipient. And that recipient, whatever it may be, has begun to respond. As we stand on the threshold of this new age of discovery, we must ask ourselves whether we are ready for the conversation that may be about to begin. The universe, it seems, has been listening all along.